So you've been practicing the letting go technique for a while and you have hit a roadblock. You've hit a plateau. Like it doesn't work anymore. Before it was easy, but now something happened and it's hard for you to let go. So what is the roadblock? What is the biggest block to letting go of intrusive thoughts and feelings and vibrational states, like lower vibrational states, like I don't know, guilt, shame, apathy, desire, pride, frustration, anger, all of these states that sometimes get in the way of our emotional well-being. So what is the biggest block to letting them go? Well, this is exactly what we'll be talking about in this video, my friend. So if you are already acquainted with the letting go technique, but you wanna like practice it with more efficiency and with greater consistency and commitment, stay with me until the end because I'll explain to you and show some of the blogs that I have discovered by practicing these techniques for this technique for like 5 years already, and they consistently get in my way. So the faster you realize what these blocks are and go around them, the easier it will be for you to let go. That being the case, let's directly get into the topic. Hey there, I am Daniel, the host of the Soulful Relationships channel and a creator of the Soulful Relationships Experience. It's a 3 to 4 month coaching program that helps you align yourself to your dream relationships and experience and like attract only conscious, uplifting, and meaningful relationships. And letting go is really a huge part of that. Like letting go of resentment, of frustration, of expectations of other people, and like all the feelings that we have attached to others. So now again, let's see what are these blocks that I was talking about. First of all, maybe it's important to contemplate, well, what is the connection between thoughts and feelings, right? So what is the how are they correlated to one another? Well, every intrusive thought or like every combination, like the whole all the intrusive thoughts that are entering your mind, they're an effect of repressed feelings that you have within your body, and you're already aware of that. And so whenever you have the intention to start letting go, like you understand that letting go is essentially your ability to focus your awareness on the sensations in your body and stay with them without wanting to change them, without wanting to influence them anyhow, without having any expectations of what must happen when you become aware of them, and without judging them as good or bad, without moralizing about them, why they're here, and so on and so forth. So it's just pure awareness, pure naked awareness of how your body feels right now in this moment. And so when thoughts appear in your mind that are in a way restricting your ability, inhibiting your ability to let go, why does that happen? Interesting, isn't it? So you can always if you look objectively and if you contemplate, if you inquire, you can always go down to pride. Pride is always these feelings that stands in the way between being able to, in a way, start the letting go process. So pride is the first resistance. It's the first thing you need to acknowledge. It's always there. Because think about it. You have learned the letting go technique. You already know what is it. And so you've tried it once or twice or like a couple of times, and you've experienced the ease and relief that comes with it. And so now your mind has created a story of what must happen the next time I start letting go. So now you are not letting go. Now you are not making it pure. You're not excited. You're not curious about it. No. What happens? Let me check actually something. Yeah, it works. What happens is that you are expecting what must happen when you start letting go based on your past accomplishments with it. So based on the story that you have in your mind. Now, let's go to that in detail, because there are 3 points I want to discuss that, like, once you realize, it will make it so much easier for you to let go. Give me a moment. So, and I want to check them once I explain each of them. So first of all, the first feeling, the first block to letting go, this is the prideful attachment to the outcome of the letting go technique. So you acknowledge that you don't feel well. You acknowledge that you feel some resistance or friction in your body. And you think of yourself, okay, now I will let go. I'm starting to let go. Okay, so I'll focus my awareness in the sensations in my body. Okay, so now what happens? So now your mind stays focused on the sensations, but instead of being focused purely on the sensations, look at this image for a moment. Your mind is being focused on the thoughts you are having, the expectations you're having of what must happen, the prideful attachment. You're attached to what must happen when you start the letting go experience. So instead of being focused to that sensation, if we look at that image again, this is the sensation. This is where your awareness should be. But so because you have been practicing the letting go technique, which is a great sign, by the way, and now you've experienced some like positive results with it, now you are focused on the attachment, the prideful attachment you have of what must happen when you start letting go once again. So your awareness is being here on these thoughts, which are not the sensations, right? So you're thinking of the story of what must happen when you're focused on the sensations. So initially, when you make the decision to let go, you're focused on the sensation. A moment passes, and then you unconsciously start being focused on the thoughts of what should happen when you actually start letting go. So now you're not focused on the sensations, now you're focused here, right? Does this make sense? Because the moment you understand that, my friend, we can check this and go forward. So the moment you understand it, now you must accept that, well, I don't know how to let go. So I must learn it all again. Like, it's as if something is, as if it's fresh, as if I'm trying it for the first time. It's not something that I'm doing. It's something that I am giving myself permission to see how it unfolds, to see how it looks like in practice. So I cannot know what it would look like, how it would look like. Because if I know how it would look like, I am thinking now. And again, letting go is not about thinking about the outcome, right? So letting go is purely being focused on the sensations in your body. So now you must accept the fact that you don't know what is it to let go. And this is where the experience starts. So now another block you might face while letting go, while making this a practice, making it a way of living almost. So another thing you will face is the expectancy of what must happen while you're letting go. So it's really similar to the first one, but now it's more like this is when you have matured in the practice. So when you've matured in the practice, this is the one that you'll face again and again, and it's almost the same, but there is a subtle difference. So again, instead of being focused on the prideful attachment, now you're focusing on the subtle thoughts again, on the subtle thoughts of, well, I've let go like 100 times already of past feelings that have arisen. Let's say I've let go of pride, of guilt, of shame, of like resentment, of fear, of anger, of desire, of this cravingness, possessive desire. So now, since I know what is it to let go, and since I've done it so many times already, now the next time I try it, I'm unconsciously being focused on how it must happen the last time I did it. Which is, again, when you're focused on that, you're thinking, right? So I know it's almost as if I'm repeating myself here, but it's really crucial to highlight this because it happens again and again. When you have problems with letting go, when you reach a roadblock, this is why it doesn't work. Because you're thinking, you're expecting what must happen when you let go. And another thing that you will notice is that, well, this intrusive thought will come in your mind that, why does this feeling arise again when I've let go of it like 20 times already? Well, when does it end, right? And so you become frustrated. And so again, you are expecting it to end at some time. So you are doing it to get to an end, to achieve a goal. And now something really crucial you should remember about the letting go technique. It's not a task, my friend. It's the exact opposite of it. So letting go, you don't need to do it. It's actually better if you don't do it. When you've been doing it for a while and you want to let go, but it doesn't work because you reach some block in your mind, well, just accept, I don't need to let go now. It's not something that I have to do. It's not a task I need to finish. It's not part of my to-do list, right? So I don't need to do it. If I don't need to do it, why am I being attached that I must do it? It's an interesting question, isn't it? So now, again, when you're expecting of what must happen while you're letting go, you're being focused on the thoughts again. So this won't work. Now, assuming that you've understood that, we can go further. We can go to the last book that you acknowledge, you get in contact with, which is not feeling the sensations, but instead simply being attached to thinking they should change. So since you have so much experience, and now I know I'm repeating myself for the third time already, but see, it's really important to understand, to grasp this simple concept, the difference between thinking and sensing and feeling. Because anytime, and I've experienced this like 100 times, these blocks that I'm talking about, that's why I'm repeating myself here. Anytime you want to let go, you want to surrender, but you don't get yourself into this surrendered state, and so it takes time. You're facing the resistance towards letting go. This is because you are not feeling the sensations, but instead you're subtly, it's a subtle sensation, you're subtly attached to thinking they should change. So the moment you focus your awareness on how your body feels, what you're sensing, this moment is when you're letting go. But the next moment is you catch yourself that you are subtly attached to thinking that this sensation should change because I am now aware of it. Because you're aware of that thought, you're not letting go. This is a thought. So letting go, another way to describe it, another way to pass through these roadblocks is to think of it like, to imagine that you are constantly letting go. It's a choice that you make like 1,000 times, moment after moment after moment. So the moment you find yourself thinking and resisting and expecting and being attached to the outcome of like something needing to happen so that you know that you're letting go, well, the moment you catch yourself is you instantly transition to feeling again. And so you're feeling, and then again a thought passes. Something must happen, something must change. I must become emotional to know that I'm letting go. This is another thing that I've recognized for myself when I'm practicing this technique. I must become emotional to know that I'm letting go. And so if I'm not becoming emotional for the first 5 minutes when I'm focused on that sensation, well, this means that I'm not letting go. So I'm thinking again of what must happen while I'm letting go. I'm being attached to thinking that the sensations should change. But see, this is not the purpose here. This is not the intention here. Because again, letting go is not a task. You don't have to let go. You don't need to do it. So instead of being attached to thinking that the sensation should change, you again refocus your awareness on the sensations, and you find that it expands. It starts feeling warmer. It starts feeling more like fluid. It starts moving a little. But again, you're not thinking that it should go somewhere or it should like immediately vanish and dissipate into space, into the space of your awareness. No, because the moment you catch yourself thinking about that, well, this is the moment you go to feeling and sensing again. So can you see, like, the blocks to letting go of intrusive thoughts and feelings are always thinking. So anytime you're focused on a thought about the sensation, you're not letting go. Anytime you're focused purely on the sensation, being curious of like, what is it? I don't know what is it. That's why I want to know what is it. What is it? Like, what is it that I'm sensing in my body? How does it feel? What do I feel? I don't need to give it a label, but how does it feel? Like a child curiosity. So you're being curious. What is it that I'm feeling now? This is what letting go is. And the next moment you find yourself, oh, this is what I'm feeling. Now you're not letting go. So it's a constant shifting of attention from thinking to feeling, from thinking to feeling, from thinking to feeling, again and again and again, 1,000 times. And if you do that consistently, the moment you have the intention to let go, these blocks wouldn't be roadblocks anymore. They will be opportunities guiding you into greater depth of surrender. So let me know if this makes sense, my friend. Let me know in the comments if you now understand these set of blocks that all of us reach. And I know they're really similar to one another, but again, like you will you will face them again and again and again. That's why it's important. It's like it's crucial to highlight them, because the more awareness you have of them, the easier it will be for you to catch yourself next time you're not doing it. Next time you're doing it, but you're blocking yourself. So this is what letting go is, my friend. And now I want to invite you, actually. I want to invite you, if you struggle with letting go, and if this is focused mostly in your relationship, so if you experience a lot of conflicting feelings in your relationships and you're tired of it, well, I would encourage you. You can follow the link below. You can follow the link where you can schedule a free relationship alignment session where we'll be talking in a 1-hour call. Like, it's a completely free call. We can discuss what are some of the feelings that you feel towards your closest people that are making you feel conflicting emotions towards them, and how you can let them go. How you can align yourself to the most conscious, uplifting, and meaningful relationships with everybody in your life, the people you already know and the people that are just about to enter your life in just the next 3 to 4 months. So if this is something like important for you, if this is something you see of value, I would encourage you to schedule a free relationships alignment session, because in this session, well, again, we'll practice. This is the first thing I do when I'm working with somebody, like developing a couple of different techniques that this person can try, having a variety of techniques that they can like practice to let go. Because if we have just one, we'll become attached to it and it won't work. But if we have like 3 or 4 techniques and we can switch between them, then letting go becomes consistent. So if you need help with that, again, schedule your free call in the comment in the description below, and I would love to connect and help you out with that. So that being the case, my friend, thank you so much for staying with me until the end of the video. I really trust you found it valuable. If this is the case, like it, comment down below, subscribe to the Soulful Relationships channel if you're new to it, and I would love to see you around in the next video. Enjoy your day for now. I love you, my friend. Bye-bye.